Alright guys, let me grab my coffee. If I pop off the screen for a second here and there, I'm just kind of looking at, I don't want to wear my glasses in the video, so I pop over here and kind of scroll up and down and go through some of this content right here. If you're here on the website, just scroll up and down, take a look at what you want to look at. As a matter of fact, you'll see one of the strategies that I use is to make this thing and break this piece of content down to where it's scannable, because 80% of the people here do not read anything. They scan stuff. You notice, you do it, I do it. We don't read everything, but we try to get the gist of everything that we possibly can. It's another reason that I use the strategy of putting a video on here, so that you have a better chance. Even when you're in the search engines, you hover over the little arrows and it shows you my little website. You see the video there and you're like, oh, it's got a video, that's good. That's just a good marketing strategy, something you should practice right now. But basically what we're doing, guys, is we're really talking about some of the most effective strategies here for internet marketing. And the thing is that the number one key here is actually getting in front of the traffic, getting in front of that audience. Without that stuff, guys, you're dead in the water. Yeah, we'll go through some content stuff here and we'll go through some other stuff, but specifically targeting your audience is the first thing that you have to do. A lot of people sit there and they start talking to me like, well, my website isn't page one, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't care. It will be eventually, because you got to back everything by content today. You've got to have content in here. And the thing is what is this content for? It's exactly for that. It's for your audience. It's for people. The one thing that people really totally misunderstand here is that they think search engine optimization is optimizing all this content for search engines. And I was like, I can't remember the last time Google joined my network marketing opportunity, joined my private training program, or asked me for any sort of marketing advice or paid for it. I'm not selling to Google, Yahoo, or Bing. I'm promoting to you, the individual. And that's how we need to do this. And so how do we do this? We get in front of our audience through good keyword research, learning how to use those words, latent semantic indexing. Yes, these are little SEO terms and things like that. These are the things that we're learning. But I prefer to call it search engine marketing, because I'm actually marketing within the search engines, but I'm creating content first and foremost for the audience, for the individual, for you. That's most important here. That's most important, because these, they're not buying my stuff. You possibly could. So when you start thinking about it, and you really start thinking about, okay, I'm going to go out here and target my audience, you got to find the words. Let's say that, for instance, you're in a network marketing program. Let's say, for instance, it's the health and wellness industry. You come up with good selective titles that specifically target a group. Hey, hippies! Get your healthy food here. Hey, hippies, how to eat. Whatever it is. I'm just joking around, hippies, okay? But I'm just saying that this is the type of titles and things like that. How does fish oil really help your body? These are the kinds of things that get out there and they educate. And that's the one thing that you want to do for your audience, is educate your audience. Don't sell them, educate them. Because basically, guys, I'll tell you this right now, we are the most informed generation in the history of the world. We want to look at a product or service, we search it, we go to social media and ask our friends to back that up, and we'll check out a video. And then we'll probably end up purchasing it. But we are the most informed generation, because the thing is we have the internet, guys. We have the internet. So you need to learn how to get those keywords out there, use some latent semantic indexing, and how to create a good piece of content. How to really create actually a good answer. Let's see here. Number 2 is basically that presence online, creating that presence online and the content around it. WordPress. One word, WordPress. I like Blogger too. I think Blogger is pretty fun. I don't think, however, though, that it has the power that WordPress has. I really don't. I'm sorry if you're a fan of Blogger, but I really like WordPress so much better. It's so easy to parse through for the search engines and everything else, and people. Really simple. Plus they look pretty. You can go out there and buy some premium themes like Genesis. I've got some of that on my website. I do prefer those, and the reason is that the coding is very clear. They do use basic HTML and HTML5. If you're out here trying to get your presence started online with some Flash website, you better get rid of it. That's why you're not being found, because Google can't read Flash. That stuff's going the way of whatever. I don't like Flash. HTML5 or just HTML fine. When you're creating your presence up online, though, I think a good blog and website should be a matter of fact for you. You'll have those static pages about you, contact, maybe some basic information pages like opportunity or services or whatever, what you do. Those things should be in there. Then we go out there and we start targeting that audience, like we talked about, targeting the audience with the posts. Going out there and creating these little articles inside of this website, using other different content strategies, video, images, written words. Matter of fact, let's kind of scroll down here. We'll get into a little bit of that as well. Let's see here, written content and stuff like that, guys. Written content, I usually try to keep it around 500 or more words. I like to have a good image on there. As you can see, there's always a nice little image on here. It doesn't have to be an image that says, wow, bang, buy my crap. No, it's just a nice image. It's very inviting. Got the video in the right place. We'll talk a little bit about video too in this. Video is extremely important, guys. We're talking about, by the end of 2013, the 90% of the information consumption online is video. Better be there. That's all I have to say. You better incorporate video into everything you do. If you don't, you're going to be way behind the curve, and you're going to be losing out on a lot of number 1, number 4 positions on search. As a matter of fact, if you put out a video, I'll tell you what, 70% of the time I get ranked on a page twice, not just once, but twice. And that's because I put that video out there. Written content, make this thing scannable. Make it scannable. You got your H1, H2, H3 tags. If you guys don't know exactly what I'm talking about, fill out your information. It's free internet marketing training. Start learning. Start applying. This is no joke, no craziness. You're not going to build my list, and you're not going to sell my products. I'm not going to get you all confused in here. This is how to build and brand and manage your own business online. Nobody else is yours. But you want to make this stuff scannable. You want to have some clickable links in here, contextual navigation and things like that. Google likes that. Plus it keeps people on your site longer. This is another reason I add the video to these sites. And the average person stays on the site about 8 to about 20 seconds. On my sites, the average is about 5 to 8 minutes. That's pretty awesome. It's very rare, and it's pretty awesome. But it's just because I go out here and I actually do this. I do this video right here. But get that content out there. Get that video out there, guys. This stuff is very, very simple here. It's practicing the fundamentals. Do you ever notice a baseball player who's in a slump? His fundamentals of his swing or something like that is just a little off. It's because he's not practicing the fundamentals. Something's happened. It's either a little brain thingy or, a brain fart or whatever it is. But for some reason, maybe he drops his elbow or whatever it is. See, that's the thing with learning internet marketing out here and practicing this stuff. You can get off doing all kinds of crazy stuff and end up being in a brain fart world you're just lost. But if you get in here and you just practice the fundamentals, well, guess what? It works. How do I know? Because you're here. You're here right now and you're this far into the video. There's no brain farts here. This is just straight up creating content that matters, that helps people. So focus in on that content. Free marketing, guys, I've gotten over 40,000 subscribers and I've never paid one single red cent or silver dime for these people. None. Nobody. I just didn't see the point whenever I could create a good piece of content that informs people. And that's what you're trying to do. That's how free internet marketing strategies work. You just want to inform. And the better information that you can give, the better your click-through rates and your opt-in rates and everything else is going to be. It's just a fact. It's not a magic button. It's not a magic script. It's not a magic video overlay. It's just creating something that helps. That's it. Anyways, I want to say thank you guys very much for being on here. Fill out your information if you don't know yet. If you haven't, maybe you have an inkling of an idea. Maybe you'll learn some more stuff over here. How's that sound? Anyways, thank you guys very much. Fill out your information. I'll see you on the other side, and no matter what, God bless. That was my phone.